I'm here with my client Bogdan in Romania, correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. So I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to jump right into it. Bogdan, can you tell us a little bit more about what you were dealing with health-wise before we started working together?
Sure. I was diagnosed with pulmonary sarcoidosis. I had also swollen lymph nodes. The initial diagnosis was about 4 years ago. Um, I did some treatment with immunosuppressor medicine, which helped me a little bit on the moment, but then the disease started to progress, and I had all kinds of symptoms before starting this plan. I had scars on my lungs. I had bloating, afternoon crash, brain fog, uh, fatigue, which was something from moderate to severe. I had difficulty to swallow, hoarseness. So the doctor wanted to put me on methotrexate, but I wanted to start doing something differently.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember we talked and you kind of weren't sure. And then did you get something happened with Epstein-Barr? Did somebody tell you, one of your doctors there tell you you had Epstein-Barr, and that's kind of what made you be like, all right, maybe I will do this?
Yeah, so when I was initially diagnosed, one of my doctors told me to do an Epstein-Barr um, analysis, blood sample, and it was very, very high, much higher than the allowed limit. And when I talked with you, you told me that the reason behind it is Epstein-Barr. So basically, this was the trigger that made me want to start this program because I knew that also one of my doctors told me that this virus has something to do with my disease.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So where are you at now with your symptoms and your health? And I think what we're like 4 months in or so. Where's everything at for you? Like, how are you feeling? What have you noticed change since we implemented everything?
Yeah, so we are more than 4 months in. It created a significant improvement in my life. Um, I got rid of the afternoon crash, the brain fog, the fatigue. Um, Also, very soon after I started this treatment, my difficulty to swallow went away, my hoarseness went away. I was having issues with glycemia. Not, mm, it was in the gray area, so now it's back in the green area. And overall, my immune system is much, much better. Last winter, I was basically sick with colds and flu from November to March or April. And this winter, I managed to get from November to March without getting any flu or cold, even though my kids and my wife had.
Nice. We'll have to teach them the ways here next so they can have a good winter next
Yeah,
year. Um,
yeah.
Okay. So how motivated would you say you were when you came into the program to like make changes with foods? Because you did really good, like right from the jump. Like you got the hang of it pretty quick and you were like, all right, I'm just gonna do this. Would you say you had a high level of motivation coming in?
Um, I think I had a high level motivation because my doctor told me that I should go through um, immunosuppressor treatment the second time. And I knew that first time when I went through this kind of treatment, I had lots of side effects, and it did not really help me a lot. So I really wanted to do a change this time. But I think after a few weeks, after I saw improvements, I think I became even more motivated.
Absolutely, absolutely. That always makes it easier when the symptoms change quick. Um,
Yeah.
all right. So can you see yourself kind of keeping at least some of the things that you've learned to do with foods like long term? Like, are there still foods that you eat that like are enjoyable? And like, because that's a big concern that people have is like, ah, I'm going to miss this food or miss that food. But I think there's like lots of good foods that you still get to eat and enjoy. What's your take on that?
Yeah, so I you convinced me that this lifestyle is very good to be followed for a very long term. So I see myself for the rest of my life to have maybe phase one or phase two. So maybe not the most drastic one, but a much healthier lifestyle than before, and avoiding the foods that were harming my body in the past. Um, I I like very much eating the smoothie, eating much more green leaves, and in general having my lifestyle much healthier than before.
Awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear that. All right, Bogdan. Well, thanks for sharing. Anything else you'd like to share about your experience on the program?
Um, I think I was uh, a little bit reticent in the beginning, so I think I was a little bit reserved in the beginning, but after a few weeks, I saw significant improvements, and now I'm decided to follow this uh, lifestyle for the rest of my life. And
Yeah.
I'm sure that it helps my whole body to heal itself, and also to fight viruses, bacteria much better.
Yeah, 100%. And it is scary when you invest and you start something like this, right? Because you don't know, right? So
Yeah,
it's very normal to be apprehensive. But yeah, you did what it took. You did great. You got great results. Thanks for
thank
sharing.
you.
And yeah, we will talk soon.